Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, where we help you learn English by exploring interesting and inspiring topics. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey, one that I hope will spark your curiosity, feed your imagination, and help you practice listening and speaking English in a fun and meaningful way. Our topic today is travel and dream destinations. I will share with you a story about a place I have visited that left a deep impression on me, and then I will tell you about a destination I have always dreamed of visiting. I hope that as you listen, you'll feel like you're traveling with me, and perhaps you'll be inspired to think about your own travel dreams. Let's begin with a place I've been fortunate enough to visit, a place that I will always remember with great fondness. That place is Kyoto, Japan. I had the chance to visit Kyoto a few years ago, and to be honest, it was one of the most beautiful and peaceful places I've ever seen. From the moment I arrived, I felt like I had stepped into another world. The air was fresh, the streets were clean, and everywhere I looked there was something beautiful to admire. Kyoto is famous for its temples, shrines, gardens, and traditional wooden houses, and I can tell you that all of these things truly make the city magical. One of the first places I visited in Kyoto was Fushimi Inari Shrine, which is famous for its thousands of bright red torii gates that form a path up the mountain. I remember starting my walk at the bottom, looking up and seeing those endless red gates stretching into the distance. As I walked through them, I felt a sense of peace and wonder. The path winds its way up the mountain, and along the way there are small shrines and statues of foxes, which are considered sacred messengers in Japanese culture. I took my time, pausing often to take pictures, breathe in the fresh air, and simply enjoy the moment. Another highlight of my trip was visiting the Arashiyama bamboo grove. Imagine standing on a path surrounded on both sides by towering bamboo stalks that swayed gently in the wind. The sound of the wind moving through the bamboo is so soft and calming, almost like music. It's a place where you feel small in the best possible way, as if nature is reminding you of its quiet power and beauty. Of course, I couldn't visit Kyoto without seeing Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion. This stunning temple is covered in gold leaf, and it stands beside a tranquil pond. When the sun shines on it, the reflection in the water is breathtaking. I remember standing there for a long time, just taking it all in, the beauty, the history, the sense of peace. But it wasn't just the famous sights that made Kyoto special for me. It was also the little moments, the kind people who helped me when I was lost, the delicious bowls of ramen I ate at small local shops, the quiet evenings when I walked along the river and watched the sunset. Kyoto taught me that travel isn't only about seeing famous landmarks. It's also about experiencing a place with all your senses, smelling the food, hearing the sounds, feeling the air, and connecting with the people. Now, let's move from a place I have visited to a place I have always dreamed of visiting. Iceland. For as long as I can remember, I have been fascinated by Iceland. Maybe it's because I love nature, and Iceland seems like a place where nature is wild and beautiful and untouched. I've seen so many pictures and videos of Iceland, and each time I feel a strong desire to go there and see it all with my own eyes. One of the things that draws me to Iceland is the chance to see the northern lights. I imagine standing under a dark, starry sky and watching green and purple lights dance across the heavens. It must be one of the most magical sights in the world. I know that seeing the northern lights depends on luck. You need the right weather and the right time of year, but I'm willing to take that chance because I think it would be an unforgettable experience. I'm also excited about the idea of visiting Blue Lagoon, the famous geothermal spa with its warm, milky blue water surrounded by black lava rocks. I can picture myself relaxing in the hot water, feeling the steam rise around me, and just enjoying the peace and beauty of the place. Of course, speaking of exploring, there's so much in Iceland that I want to see. I dream of driving along the ring road, which circles the entire island, and stopping at waterfalls like Seljalandsfoss and Skogofoss, where the water tumbles down from great heights and create rainbows in the mist. I want to hike on glaciers, walk on black sand beaches, and maybe even see puffins or whales. I want to visit Reykjavik, the capital city, and learn about Iceland's culture and history. What excites me most about Iceland is the sense of adventure. It seems like a place where you can truly connect with nature and feel free. I imagine myself standing on a cliff, looking out over the ocean, with the wind in my hair and the sound of the waves crashing below. It's a place where I think I would feel alive in a very special way. Travel, for me, is not just going to a new place. It's about opening your heart and mind, learning about different cultures, and seeing the world from a new perspective. When I travel, I feel like I become a better, wiser, and more compassionate person. I believe that travel helps us grow, not just by teaching us about others, but by teaching us about ourselves. Sometimes people say that travel is expensive or difficult, and yes, that can be true. But I believe that even dreaming about travel is valuable. When you imagine yourself in another place, you are expanding your world in your mind. You are practicing empathy, curiosity, and hope. And who knows, if you dream about it enough, one day that dream might come true. I want to encourage you, my listeners, to think about your own dream destinations. Where would you like to go and why? Is it a place filled with natural beauty like Iceland? Is it a city rich in history and culture? Or maybe it's somewhere completely different, perhaps a beach in the Maldives, a safari in Africa, or a charming village in Europe. Whatever your dream destination is, hold on to that dream. Let it inspire you, motivate you, and remind you that the world is big and full of wonder. If you ever have the chance to travel, even if it's just to a nearby town or city, I encourage you to take it. You don't have to go far to have an adventure. Sometimes the most meaningful journeys are the ones that help us see familiar places in a new light. Before I end today's episode, let me share a few thoughts about how travel connects with learning English. When you travel, especially to places where English is commonly used, you have the perfect opportunity to practice your language skills. You can ask for directions, order food, have small conversations with locals, and read signs and menus. Even if you make mistakes, people are usually kind and understanding, and every interaction helps you improve. But even if you're not traveling right now, you can still use your imagination and your dreams of travel to motivate your English learning. Try reading about the places you want to visit in English. Watch travel videos in English. Practice describing your dream trip in English, just like I have done in this podcast. This way, you can combine your love of travel with your language learning, making both more enjoyable and meaningful. So, as we come to the end of today's journey together, I want to thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my experiences in Kyoto and my dream of visiting Iceland. I hope you feel inspired to think about your own dream destinations, and I hope you'll continue to join me on this adventure of learning English through topics that open our minds and hearts. Wherever you are right now, I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope that someday you'll have the chance to explore the places you dream of. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep learning, and keep exploring. Thank you for listening.